Okay. It's only 1 in the morning this time, and I do have to be up at 7 for a quiz, but I can't sleep. I took a fat ass nap today. It was probably about 3 hours long, honestly, which I really needed because I had to wake up super early, and it just it just made me crash mid afternoon, and it was perfect right before the gym. But I was a little tired. It was still a really good pull day though. I worked on my grip strength. Didn't deadlift too heavy because I want to squat heavy tomorrow. And yeah, I got to talk to one of my friends there, which was pretty awesome. Anyways, I am. What am I doing? Well, I was just thinking about it right before I went to bed. Recently I've been thinking about porn and its effects on like the human brain, and your perception of women and everything. I don't really know how bad it is for you. Some people say you should never watch it. It's gonna fuck your life up. I know some people get genuinely addicted to it. I don't think watching it once a day is an addiction, but maybe I'm wrong. And yeah, some people say it's okay daily. It's all very confusing. I don't necessarily do it daily. And a lot of the people I know, they either do it daily or, I mean, some people do it multiple times a day. Some people just don't do it at all. Some people do it once a week. Most of the people I know do watch porn. A lot of people I know watch it. And like I said, the issue is that those who are against it say that it ruins your perception of women, but I don't want my views to be fragile enough to be like shifted by porn, if that makes any sense. Like, I know this sounds dumb, but I want to be able to like do whatever I want and not let it affect my mentality. Like I don't know if it's part of expressing myself or being myself. Like porn isn't a staple of me. Like that sounds really dumb. That's not what I'm talking about. But I want to be able to like not feel like I'm being judged for something that simple. Not like let my views be fragile enough to be shifted. I want to be able to, you know, go out the next day and just act normal, act how I act. Not worry about like if I watch too much YouTube or watch too much porn or play too many video games. It's like the idea that video games cause violence. I think that's the same thing as the idea of porn ruins your perception of women. I know it's not good for people in the industry and stuff. I mean, personally, I like to watch, you know, actual couples. I don't really like staged bullshit. I don't think anybody does. Nobody likes that fake shit. It's it's just not that satisfying. But I think it's a problem today. You have so many people telling you so many different conflicting things. I think this is just like a good example of that. There's other, politically, that's a big thing. Some people don't believe in climate change, gun control. I guess those are other political things too. But you shouldn't be like ashamed or shy or lacking self-confidence because you watch porn just because somebody told you it's bad and that it's going to ruin your perception of women and they were addicted and it ruin their perception of women. And this may not be a big deal. Some of you guys, if anyone's listening, may think I'm like fucking insane, but I see a lot of this on TikTok, especially in the bodybuilding community. There's talk about like whether you should even masturbate. There's people that do seminal retention, which I think is horseshit. People talk about it boosting your testosterone. It's very elaborate and comprehensive, and it's just too much for me to follow along with. So I just kind of like to make my own decisions and do whatever I want. And, no matter what I feel, I try to be myself, and I want to be confident in what I do and feel and think. And, I've been doubting myself. Like, I'm wondering if I'm a worse person for watching porn recently. That's one of the things that, gets me the most because I like myself. I'm happy with myself. But, I tried, I stopped biting my fingernails. I've, taken breaks from porn. I'm trying to like maximize myself, like min max, I guess, make myself the best I can be. It goes along with like regret too. There's a lot of things that I've regretted in my life. Regret's perfectly normal, and it's good to regret so that you can look back and reflect and make a change. And recently I've been running out of things that I regret about myself currently, but I'm still trying to form those relationships and actually talk to people in person, become less socially anxious and stuff like that. And so that's another reason why the idea of watching porn is big on my brain, because I don't want that to affect the way that I interact with women and perceive them. And so I'm kind of just making this to hold myself accountable to not let that change how I act around women and talk to women and talk to just anybody. I just want to stop regretting this. And I've, some of the people I talk to, they just don't think it's a serious thing. A lot of them are just like, oh yeah, I watch porn. Everyone watches porn. Boys and girls watch porn. Everyone jerks off. It's perfectly normal. And, it's kind of hard to have a deep, meaningful conversation about some stuff like that, especially with people that I talk to every day, like people in my Discord and my roommates and stuff. A lot of them just brush it off and don't really think that deeply about it. So, I know it's a weird topic, but yeah, I think just getting it out there helps me stop giving myself such a hard time, like I said, confidence-wise, it's just detrimental to the social relationships of mine. If I think about it too much, I used to doubt myself a lot, and I'm trying to get rid of all that self-doubt, and this is just one of those aspects that's left over, I worry sometimes in the gym about, looking too old and actually being too young. A lot of people think I'm older than I am, and I'm worried that I'm actually young, a lot younger than I look. If say I was I'm 21, so people think I look closer to 30, mid-20s maybe, and maybe there's a girl who's 23 or 24, and she thinks I'm 20 fucking 8. That's probably a little too old, maybe not a little too old, but then it turns out I'm actually 21, then it's oh shit, he's way too young, if she's 24, I think there's a fucking skunk outside in the winter unless they're smoking weed next door, but anyways, I also worry about, whether I look fit or I just look dumb, and I think I give myself too hard a time because I'm actually strong as fuck, which, not to sound all braggadocious and whatever, but I am very strong, and I do get told that a lot, which is nice, and I do get, complimented and sort of hit on occasionally, but it's hard to actually, know that you're attractive when you feel a different way. And it's a big thing with bodybuilding and body dysmorphia, is not knowing what you look like. You don't feel like you look even if you are a fucking Greek god, if you don't feel like it, then it doesn't fucking matter how you look. You're not going to act like it. You're not going to be confident in yourself, which sucks. So yeah, like I said, I just am making this to hold myself accountable, try to motivate myself to just do what I want in general. I know it started off kind of weird just talking about porn and rambling on, but that's the base idea. Like I said, I talked a little bit about regret and stuff. I regret things that I've done, up until this week. Even today, I have regrets of today of just being awkward in the gym, and I'm less awkward than I was even last week, even a month ago, half a year ago. I'm less awkward then. I'm less awkward now than I was back then. But it's normal to regret. And I do want to be able to reflect on it, like I said, but instead of, keep wishing that I could change, actually change and get better. And, maybe I need to give myself a little more credit, but it's as simple as I just need to go out and do.